Congressman Bost office, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I wanted to take my children trick-or-treating tonight. But I know the representative is allowing children in this state to be tear gassed when they're in Halloween parades, in costume walking together. And so I'm wondering, can he guarantee me that my children are not going to be tear gassed tonight?
I can assure you that the congressman has never called for children to be tear gassed.
I didn't say he called for it. I said he was allowing it, which he is.
He is not allowed for children to be tear gassed.
Then why has he not said anything about children in this very state being tear gassed last week? A child's Halloween parade, little children in costumes were tear gassed, and he is silent. So why on earth would this regime has gotten so pathetic and cowardly that they're allowing children to be tear gassed, and now I don't feel safe bringing my children trick-or-treating in this state. So is he going to guarantee my children will not be tear gassed tonight?
Ma'am, he has never called.
I never said he called for it. What I said was children were tear gassed in a Halloween parade. This is fact. It's on video. And he is silent. He has said nothing. He has done nothing to stop the militant regime from attacking their own citizens, from attacking children in Halloween costumes. So, again, you have yet to provide me confirmation that my children will not be tear gassed tonight.
I'll be more than happy to pass these concerns on.
I just want to point out for you, because it feels like you're having some cognitive dissonance, the fact that in the year of our Lord 2025, you're interrupting me. The fact that in the year... Oh, I'm calling back. Fuck you.
Congressman Bost office, how may I help you?
I think we got disconnected. The fact that in the year of our Lord 2025, you are unable to guarantee me that my children will not be tear gassed while trick-or-treating, you should think about that. You should think about the fact that that wasn't an easy, yes, obviously they won't be tear gassed. That's the regime you're working for, that wasn't an obvious guarantee. What are you doing? How are you living with yourself?
Well, ma'am, I can pass these concerns along to the congressman.
That doesn't give me a guarantee that my children aren't going to get tear gassed while they're trick-or-treating.
All right, ma'am. Can I get your name?
No, have the day you deserve.
Senator Budd's office, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I am wondering if Ted is going to obey his overlord and admit to the people that Republicans have been in control of this shutdown. They've voluntarily shut the government down this whole time by pushing for the nuclear option, or if he's going to disobey dear leader.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not able to answer on behalf of Senator Budd on that.
How does he feel about the fact that the president just called out the fact that Republicans own this shutdown, that they've been lying to us, trying to blame Democrats when they have full control over whether the government is closed or not? Is he going to acknowledge that he's a big fat liar?
Yes, ma'am. Again, I'm not able to...
So he's not going to acknowledge it. He's just going to keep lying to the American people. That seems a little bit traitor-like. That he's lying to all of us, and that the president just pointed out the fact that he's lying to all of us. How does he feel that millions of children are going to starve tomorrow because of him? How do you feel about the fact that you're assisting that? Are you going to sleep well tonight knowing that 2-year-olds' bellies are going to be empty tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
You are going to sleep well?
I can pass your concerns along.
Well, it's a concern for you, too, because, to be clear, you're part of this regime. You're working in direct support of them. I'm not dumb enough to think that the senator is doing all the work. I know the staffers are the ones doing the heavy, heavy lifting. And so I hope you don't get another second of rest while children starve. You're directly responsible.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't feel that way. That's fact. You're working for a fascist regime who's protecting who's starving their own citizens, who's abducting people off the streets. And you are not just a messenger. You're the cog in the machine. This is you. Are you gonna look at your children, future children, and tell them that you were protecting pets? What do you think their faces are gonna look like when they find that out? When they learn about this in history class and ask you what you were doing? Are you gonna tell them or are you gonna lie?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I can pass your
Are you gonna tell them or are you gonna lie?
Yeah, I'm not permitted to answer about personal things.
Well, you should sleep on that. You should sleep on the fact that this is going to be in history books, this regime betraying their country. And one day, your daughter's going to come home from 7th grade history class and ask you what you were doing during this time. And you're going to have to make the decision at that point to tell her that you were working in direct support of this regime, and then have her live in shame the rest of her life, or you're going to have to lie to her. Sleep on that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for calling.
Have the day you deserve. Tell Mr. Bud, we all know he's lying. The president has called out that he's lying, and it's embarrassing that he's not taking some personal accountability.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a day.
Good afternoon, Congressman Kiley's office. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I'm wondering if you're going to be handing out food to the children who come to your house today so they don't go hungry starting tomorrow, or if you can't afford it because your boss thinks you should work for free.
This line is to pass messages along to the congressman, which I can do if you provide me with your name and address.
Well, my message is actually for you because Mr. Kiley is a fascist and a lost cause. But the problem is you're also a fascist because you're working for his regime that's trying to starve millions of children. And so I'm just wondering if you're doing your part to counteract your fascist work, like your work assisting this regime. I'm wondering if you're going to counteract that by handing out food to the starving children tomorrow, or tonight, rather.
I'm not here to talk about myself. Would you like to leave a message and provide your name and address?
I don't provide fascists anything. Do you know that you're betraying your country right now?
Well,
do you know you're going down in history as shame? You're protecting pet. You're a traitor. You're a traitor. You're going to hell. Blessed day.
Good afternoon. Thank you for contacting Congresswoman Jen Kiggans' office. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm wondering if you're going to be handing out food instead of candy tonight to the children who come to your house who are going to be hungry starting tomorrow, or if you can't afford it because your boss thinks it's acceptable for you to work for free in order to starve children.
Yeah, a few things there. We passed a clean CR in the House. We're waiting on it to be passed in the Senate. Governor Youngkin has established VINA, which would be a food assistance program that would provide that same benefits to those EBT cards.
Well, you live, real quick, you live, I imagine in D.C., I guess you could live in Virginia, so your neighbors aren't getting Governor Youngkin's stuff.
I do live in Virginia, but
oh, okay.
I'm from Chesapeake.
Oh, so you don't find, so you're not worried about it because your neighbors won't be hungry. Instead, you'll be paying taxes twice. I'm letting you know
that those in the area who they're not going to receive a lapse in it.
Yeah,
but I am
right, because I have to pay taxes twice because Miss Kiggans didn't do her job, so I paid the taxes federally.
It was the same amount of taxes.
Well, no,
it's a surplus though.
To be clear, hang on, let me respond, sir. This is a two-way conversation. It's not the same amount of taxes because I paid federal taxes that seemingly went to Argentina, and now I'm paying state taxes are going to something that I already paid for. So it's not the same amount of taxes, it's double the taxes. I already paid for SNAP on a federal level, and now I'm paying for it on a state level because Ms. Kiggans didn't do her job. And before you say they passed a bill, their bill's dead. Their bill doesn't have the votes. When your bill doesn't have the votes, you have to go back to work and not only work 20 days in 4 months. You have to do your job and get a bill that passes. That's how bills work. If they don't have the votes, you have to get more votes.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I will Do you want to have to pass?
So,
along
anyways,
the cars?
maybe you
They'll
should
only
stick
pass along
around. Maybe you should stick around in DC a little later tonight instead of going back to your house and help hand out food to the children that you're helping starve. You're not free of guilt, sir. You're working for the regime that's doing this. Don't think you're just the messenger. You are guilty of this. You are starving
I do
children.
Not vote in Congress. That was the cars.
No, but yeah, but
I'm
okay.
also not
Are you
being
gonna
paid,
tell me? Are you
but
gonna
I
tell me?
appreciate you coming.
Are you gonna tell me?
talking to me
Are you gonna
directly.
tell me that the
But I'd be more than happy to
staffers?
pass along
You're
the
really not
cars.
good at listening. Do you know your job is listening?
I'll be more than happy to pass along to the congresswoman.
Are you gonna tell me that the
I've heard your
staffers
concern.
don't do work? That it's all the reps? Because I know it's the opposite. I know the rep is the face, and the staffers are the ones doing the work. You're guilty. You are helping the agenda of this regime. You are not. Even the secretaries went to prison after Nuremberg. Just to be clear, you are helping starve children. You are protecting pet. You are helping abduct innocent people off the streets. You are absolutely shameful and a traitor to your country. And if you think you're getting away with saying I was just following orders or I was just doing my job, you've never read a book in your life. This regime will fall eventually, and you will be held accountable for the role you had in it. You are propping up this regime. I know that the staffers are the ones that do the work. And this regime could not operate without you and your coworkers' efforts. So stop pretending it's just the rep. You are a shameful disgrace to this country. You are an enemy of the Constitution. And one day justice will be served.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You are. You're disgusting. You're a traitor. You're a traitor and a shame. I'm embarrassed to share my country with you.
Get your first, last name
No, you fascist. No. No, I don't give fascists my information. I hope you go to prison, you traitor.